boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the Top Boy series finale. What is my thoughts on this one? Now, I've often spoke about Top Boy on my channel here and there, man. I talked about the fact that it's a great series and you should definitely watch it, and you should. However, when it comes down to the series finale, they did not do good, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Basically, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't care for them. I'm gonna make this very quick because I did do another video earlier on it, but it was too long. This one right here basically is just me talking about what I did not like about the show. Now, when it comes down to Top Boy series finale, Dushane, who is the main character of the series, the ghost of the series, he was a character who, when we were introduced to the Netflix version of him, now he had a history in Top Boy, the first 2 seasons, which is now known as Top Boy Summer House. That's the first 2 seasons. But when we're introduced to him in the Netflix series, he comes away from, I think, Jamaica, and he returns to Europe to do what he got to do and become a boss. And so with that being said, I mean, he really came there for his mom, but he came to become a boss, and he becomes that. And so seeing him from that season on to the next season, he was doing awesome. Jamie, who was like the other main character, was doing awesome. And so over time, they grew, and Dushane built himself up to a whole other level of power. However, by the time we get to the series finale, man, Dushane is in scenarios where his money is taken, life is falling apart. His girl, who was loyal to him, point blank period, just turns on him. Everything's just falling apart for him for nothing. And then it's like, he does not come back. He never finds the people who steal his money. He never finds out anything, and then he dies randomly. And I mean, that was just wrong, man. Like, I didn't even get why they even did that to that man. That man didn't even deserve that. If anything, he deserved a better send-off than what he did if he was to die. Like, I mean, they took away all his power, took away all his money, took the love of his life, he took everything away, and then he just fell apart. I didn't like the way they ended things with him. Hated that. Then there's Sully. Sully was being Sully the entire time. He was being himself from beginning to end. But it was like he was doing things that was a bit out of character here and there. Like he basically he was trusting, I think, sometimes the people he wasn't, but he had his own network going on. And even though he was meant to be the boss of his own network, he never really felt like the boss, because he would still go to Dushane for help, which, I mean, you would do that. You would go to your homeboy who was, you know, like the boss, and come after him. And the reason why people was looking at Sully was because they was like, okay, when it comes down to it, you want to know what was going to be the follow-up between him and Jamie, like him being taken out. Basically, when it comes down to it, with Jamie's brother, they were hyping for years that Jamie's brother would be the one who comes after Sully eventually, and that there was going to be these two going at it with one another. And I would say Jamie's brothers, not just the younger one, but the other brother is not there whatsoever. I don't think they explained where he was at. And then the youngest one, he was in like a care home, and he was trying to figure things out, but it looked like he was about to become what we thought he would become, just for him to say, nah, I'm not doing it. Yeah. Then there's Jack, who has always been on top of stuff. Jack, who's always done things. They made her do something that was completely out of character, that just to make things worse. Now, Jack's sister was always doing something, right? She was always messing up something, always doing something stupid. And so when she finally did something that was bad and it hurt everybody, Jack's response was to turn on everybody, or turn on everything she knew. And when it comes down to it, very out of character. It didn't make sense. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, I just did not like the way the series ended, bro. Like, it was such a good series to just do wrong, you know what I'm saying? And then even at the very end, the last scene when Sully gets hit, you know, and people are speculating on who it is. In my opinion, let me be real with you, it's either Jack, or it's the dude, the light-skinned dude that was always hanging out with Jamie. It's between those two. But the person really does look like it was Jack to me. Now, I could be wrong, but I was like, that was such a random ending. It really should have ended with Jamie's brother potentially taking out Sully. That's my personal thoughts on it. But at the end of the day, I wish that it was such a good series to end that way. I wish it would have been better. I wish that it would have went in a whole other direction, man, and they deserve better. The characters deserve better, but the acting was top notch, and it seemed like to me they tried to put 2 seasons worth of work together in very short stories, because if you really look at it, it looks like the first, I want to say 2 or 3 episodes or 4 episodes was meant to be an entire season to some degree, but then it got cut real short. And then the other like 2 or 3 episodes was dedicated to ending the series. And it was not good. So that's no diss to nobody. That's not me knocking anybody, but it's such a good series to end so bad. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. I got nothing against them. The actors did a great job. They did what they were supposed to do, but it could have ended better. So that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say that it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one. Hey, it's your boy.